Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about some unscrupulous truck dispatchers, even if you can call them that. And these people are stealing money right from under you, and likely you probably don't even know it. Now, before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video. Be sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased-on owner-operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you guys provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming. And let's talk about these crooks, these unscrupulous, unethical, immoral people that are running in a trucking industry calling themselves truck dispatchers. As you can tell, I'm kind of, hot-headed right now. My pot has boiled over. This is something that I've known about for years and years and years. But this week I received a phone call from a gentleman named Ricky. Luckily he got set up. He's going to start working with us starting next week on Monday. And then I spoke with his cousin named Levi. We're going to be hopefully working with him really soon too. I really look forward to working with these two guys. Very hardworking individuals. They go out there, they hit it hard, they stay on the road, they don't complain, and I really do look forward to working with them. Especially, I'm really excited about showing them what it means to make real money in trucking and working with real honest and decent people that actually earn their money and earn money for you as well. So there's the problem in the trucking industry. It's been going on for a long time. These truck dispatchers, if you can call them that, have been absolutely stealing money from under people. And I want you guys to listen very carefully. As you can tell from the introduction, I'm pretty upset about this because these two guys, Ricky and Levi, they run step decks. Ricky's got a 51-footer and Levi's got a 53-footer. These guys tarp, they run hard, they do everything that's necessary, and they're working with these dispatchers who basically lie to them about the equipment, knowing full well that they're not going to be able to get a van or a reefer anytime soon. So they told them, get yourself a flatbed or a step deck. We're going to make you a lot of money. It's the best equipment out there. You're going to make more than the other equipment types, which is a straight lie. And we've talked about this in previous videos. But what these guys have been doing is they never send their customers actual rate confirmations. What they do is they make homemade rate sheets where they basically put down a rate that they agreed on with the carrier, and they're skimming off the top. There's no real rate confirmations. And when Ricky asked me, well, does your service fee include factoring? I said, listen, we cannot legally factor any of your loads. These are your loads. These are your receivables. They have your MC number on them. They have your company name. Is this not the case with your rate cons? He says, I'm not getting any rate cons. I'm getting rate sheets. All the rates are about the same. I'm running for about $1.80, $1.90 a mile. I've been putting on over 4,000 miles a week. And this stuff, I'm not making any money. Everything's going into the truck, into the fuel tank, and what's going on? I feel like I've been lied to. And we started breaking it down. I tried to explain to him, we cannot factor your loads. You need to have your own factoring company, or you got to wait for your own invoices. These loads got to be under your MC, under your company name. You should be getting every rate confirmation. Ultimately, what this company does is they make these homemade rate sheets. They make a deal for $5,000, but negotiate with you for $3,500. They take that $1,500 and when they submit the documentation, they submit the rate confirmations, the BOLs, the documentations, and they get paid from their factoring company the $5,000. They pay you $3,500 minus the fees. They keep their fee that they charge you off of that $3,500 plus the $1,500 that they made off of your blood, sweat, and all your labor and efforts, all the liabilities and hard work that you guys put into it. They make money off of you, and they keep money off of the factoring company, because generally speaking, operations like that, they got a lot of freight that's going through them. They're scamming a lot of people left and right. That means they have a lot of receivables going through their books. So they're not getting factoring for 3.5% like you guys. They're getting it for 1.5%. They're charging you for it, and they're making money off of there as well. They're building up their company. They're keeping you guys dependent because you have no references. You can work with them for 6 months, a year, 2 years. And I know one guy is going on his 8th year working in a company like this. And they just keep you busy just enough. You get upset, your rate goes up a little bit, then things normalize. You're again making your $1.90, $2 a mile. And you should not be making that kind of money in this industry. You should be making a lot more money in this crazy hot market, and not allow crooks like this that just absolutely rattle my chain and upset me to no end, because these are good people and they're being taken advantage of. So guys, I always tell you, work with honest people, work with people that work in transparency. Like with our company, This is why I always tell you, every load that you're going to book, our dispatchers copy you on an email that goes directly to the broker. So when we're sending them the signed rate confirmations, you're getting the same email. You're getting what they're getting. There's no way to lie to you. We agree on $5,000, you're gonna get $5,000. Not with these people, and I'm so glad Ricky finished up his setup packet, and he's gonna get started working with us starting next Monday. You know, we're not fans of flatbeds or step decks. I told him about this. I told him not to expect any sort of crazy money. He will make more money than he has been with those guys, especially with his work ethic, but keep your eyes open for a van or a reefer you can rent, make your life easier. You know, less equipment, less headaches, better fuel economy, less miles. You're going to be in and out more, and less blown tires. I mean, there's only benefits to list here. So guys, make sure you're working with reputable companies, people that work with you, that will do clean business, good business, and don't get weaseled out of your money. Please, if you got questions, anything at all, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Call us, text us, and wait till I'm going to switch over to camera. I'm going to look over the loads we booked for our customers. Guys, we killed it this week. $3, $4, $5 loads, and we have a vented van who hit over $6 per mile on his average on his loaded miles. So wait a moment. I'm going to switch over to camera, and I'll talk to you guys in just a moment. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. In today's video, it's going to be a bit longer. There's a lot more loads to cover, so I'm going to go quickly. I do want to mention this. Those of you who followed our channel may have seen our video talking about power only, that we do not work with them and we do not recommend working with them. We're still sticking by that. However, because of this really hot market and the fact that you pretty much can't get vans or reefers or anything rented or purchased out there, we would much rather that you guys make something rather than nothing. So in certain circumstances, we are willing to make exceptions and work with some folks with power only. Get in touch with us about that. In this video, I'm going to show you some power only, some vented vans, some really good freight that's out there. So it is possible to make some money. Generally, it's less money, more headache, more liability, more issues, but I'd rather you make more or make something rather than nothing, waiting around for MC to age and hopefully find yourself a trailer to rent. So we're going to start off with that power only that I mentioned. Coming out of Syracuse, New York, going to Knoxville, Tennessee. This one was a tow-away trailer. It was a drop and hook, fully loaded with some animal feed going to a zoo. 789 miles booked at $3,500. Got them $444 a mile. Then the guys picked out a load-out trailer for 10 days coming out of Venori, Tennessee, going to Kakuna, Wisconsin in 10 days. So they got it for 10 days. This was a brand new 53-foot dry van. It was $45,000 interchange insurance policy was required. Brand new trailer. They paid $200 on this trailer, and then right out of Venori, Tennessee, they took a load to Madison, Alabama. It was a 13,000-pound load of drugs and medicines. It was a target delivery booked at $14.50. But we got $192.50 in detention at the shipper for 7.5 hours of loading, and we got him $210 in detention at the receiver for an 8-hour unloading. And it was 198 miles booked at $18.52.50, which got him $9.36 per mile. Then Lawrenceburg, Tennessee to Norcross, Georgia. 44,500 pound heavy load of roll stock, 270 miles booked at $14.50, got him $5.37 a mile. Then Buford, Georgia, going to Athens, Georgia, 16,000 pound load of Caterpillar engine parts. It was short, nice and sweet load. Basically, had some hours left over, didn't want to waste it. It was only a 34-mile run at $850. Got them $25 a mile on the dot. Really, really quick money. And then they finished off with Aiken, South Carolina to Lovell, Wyoming, 39,000 pound load of building materials, 2013-mile long run booked at $5,600. That's $278 per mile. And these guys did very, very well. Ended up running Tuesday to Tuesday, running power only as well as that tow-away trailer. All power only loads, grossed $13,452.50, running 3,304 loaded miles at 407 per loaded mile average. Very, very well done. And we move on to that vented van I mentioned the first part of the video. This guy killed it. Brenningsville, Pennsylvania, going to Amsterdam, New York. 12,000 pound load of consumer commodities, 251 miles booked at $1,900, got him $7.57 a mile. Then Saratoga Springs, New York to Mertztown, Pennsylvania, 5,000 pound light load of empty beer cans, 261 miles booked at $1,700, got him $6.51 a mile. Then Mountaintop, Pennsylvania to Mays Landing, New Jersey, 44,000 pound load of food and beverage. 157 mile short run at $1,200, got him $7.64 a mile. Then Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Going to Scotia, New York, 45,000 pound load of paper rolls, 238 miles, booked at $1,600, got him $672 a mile. Then Philmont, New York to Middleton, Virginia. It's 39,000 pound load of plastic bottles at 406 miles, booked at $1,650, got him $406 a mile. They finished off with Front Royal, Virginia, going to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with a 43,000 pound load of food and beverage at 209 miles, got him at $1,450, just got him $694 per mile. And they killed it, man. Vented vans, 7 days on the road, running Thursday to Thursday, grossed $9,500 at only 1,522 loaded miles, and got $624 per loaded mile. Stayed near his home in New Jersey, doing some short local runs or regional runs every weekend at the house, and got his 34-hour reset. Basically taken care of as well. Couldn't ask for more. Not a lot of fuel burned on 1,500 miles with that kind of money made. Very, very well done. Next, we're going to move on to reefer coming out of Junction City, Kansas, going to Houston, Texas. 30,000 pound load of fresh pork at 28 degrees on a reefer, 712 miles, booked at $3,400, got him $478 a mile. Then Humboldt, Texas to Aberdeen, Mississippi. Light load, 8,000 pound load of chemicals coming from France on just 3 pallets. Load was picked up in Houston International Airport and went to a laboratory out in Aberdeen, Mississippi. 598 miles, booked at $1,900, got them $318 a mile. Then they took a 2-pick 3-dropper out of Russellville, Arkansas, and Rogers, Arkansas, with drops in Cincinnati, Ohio, Monroe, Ohio, and Portsmouth, Ohio. And it's a 40,000 pound load of frozen chicken. 947 miles, booked at $4,900, got them $517 a mile. Did very, very well. Running for 6 days on the road from Tuesday to Monday. Ended up grossing $10,200 in gross, running 2,257 loaded miles at an average of $452 per loaded mile average. Very, very well done. Next, we have a regular dry van out of Tacoma, Washington, going to Crawfordsville, Indiana. 41,000 pound load of books. Really, really great run because it's 2,180 miles, booked at $5,800, got them $266 a mile, going to a really, really good market, especially for a dry van. Then out of Plainfield, Indiana, going to Fairfield, Iowa, and a second drop in Holdridge, Nebraska. It's a 41,000 pound load of coils. It worked really, really well with a 30-minute unloading time. 807 miles, booked at $3,800, got them $471 a mile. And then it finished off with Aurora, Nebraska, going to Romeoville, Illinois, another great market. 45,365 pound load, so a heavier load of pet food. But they ended up in a very, very good spot for Friday. 575 miles, booked at $1,575, got them $274 a mile. They ran Friday to Friday, grossed $11,175 dollars, run 3,562 loaded miles at $314 per loaded mile. And very, very nice driver. He understands the dispatcher's job is not easy whatsoever. He's has no problem with the long runs. He has no problem with the short runs. He takes the heavy stuff as long as it pays well. And dispatchers are definitely appreciative of that as well. Next, we got ourselves a reefer coming out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, going to Austell, Georgia. It's a 43,000 pound load of reefer products, running at 35 degrees on a reefer. 810 miles, booked at $4,800, got him $593 a mile. Then 1-pick 3-dropper out of Brevard, North Carolina, going to Ypsilanti, Michigan, Orion Township, Michigan, and a final in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's a 40,000 pound load of beer with 3 drops. 837 miles, booked at $3,000, got them $358 a mile. They finished off with Lowell, Michigan, going to Smyrna, Tennessee. It's a 30,000 pound load of the salad dressing at 33 degrees on the reefer. 584 miles, booked at $3,500, got them $599 a mile. These guys ran 2,231 loaded miles at an average of $506 per loaded miles, grossed $11,300 in gross, and did all this in 6 days on the road. Very, very well done. We're going to go on to another vented van coming out of Salisbury, North Carolina, going to Memphis, Tennessee. It's a 35,000 pound load of copper sheets, 633 miles, booked at $1,850, got them $292 a mile. Then right out of Memphis, Zero Deadhead, going to Lexington, Kentucky. 40,000 pound load of dry food, 422 miles, booked at $1,750, got them $415 a mile. Then Winchester, Kentucky, going to Beaverton, Michigan. It's a 41,000 pound load of paper rolls, 488 miles, booked at $1,850, got them $379 a mile. Then Granville, in Michigan going to Joplin, Missouri. It's a 21,000 pound load of flour, 721 miles, booked at $2,500. Got them $347 a mile. And then they finished off with Frontenac, Kansas, going to Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's a 44,000 pound load of dry food, 752 miles, booked at $3,400. Got them $452 per mile. And these guys did very, very well. Also, 6 days of actual driving because the driver ended up taking a Sunday off because the Sunday load got canceled. So they ran Friday to Friday, but really they ran for 6 days and ended up grossing $11,350 in gross, ran 3,016 loaded miles at an average of 376 per loaded mile. Very, very well done, vented van. And we're going to finish off with a reefer coming out of San Bernardino, California, going to Kent, Washington. It's a 40,000 pound load of food products, 1,102 miles, booked at $5,000, got them $454 a mile. Then it took a load out of Fife, Washington, going to Auburn, Indiana. Really great market. It's 33,000, actually 20,000 pound load of baked potato soup running at 33 degrees on a reefer, 2,258 loaded or miles, booked at $7,000, got them $310 per mile. And that was it for them. They grossed $12,000 in 7 days on the road, finish up in the Midwest, very good area, 3,360 miles loaded. Run at $357 per loaded mile. So as you can see, guys, our customers are making money. You're a leased on owner operator. We got opportunities for you there with a very inexpensive operation that's completely transparent, where you're going to see every rate confirmation and weekly statements that are clear as day. Well, we work with carriers. If you got your own MC authority in at least 30 days on your MC authority, we can work with you. Same thing. You're going to get every rate confirmation. We're very, very clear. We don't factor your loads. That's all on you. These are your receivables. You're responsible for your own money, guys. And here's the thing. We will help you as much as we can. Like I said, in many cases, we're going to work with power only guys. As you saw, we got a guy making almost $13,500 with power only in a week, and he still got his trailer for another few more days that he can run and make more money. So the bottom line is that this is all doable, and as long as you have the will and the tenacity and the willingness to work, you got the equipment, you want to go out there and make money, you found a friend in us, just get in touch with us at 801-448-6363. Call or text that number. You can also get more information on our website at aftdispatch.com/go. There's a chat box on our website. Fill that out. That'll send your information to us. We'll get in touch with you. We'll send you some really good information, answer any and all questions that you guys got. And as always, leave your comments in the comment section below. The bottom line is, do not work with these weasels. Do not work with these people who will compromise their morals, their ethics for money. There's plenty of money to be made. You should not have to work with bad people like that. We'll kind of leave it at that. Until next week, guys, take care, stay healthy, be wealthy.